And we are live. Welcome to a new episode of MOF Fate Masters. It's been 1 month and a half, guys. How are we doing?
Hello.
Hello,
Hey.
everyone. We are great. We are prepared.
Yes, all good. We are here. We are so back.
Yes, so back. And also, I would like to make a huge shout out to the people following us on Instagram and supporting the Yvette song Release My Soul. Please keep supporting us, guys. You're doing great. The song is popping off incredibly. So let's keep up. And please, if you didn't check it out and if you already bought the manual, remember that once you buy the manual, the updates come for free always. And there is a new update for the revamp origins. You might want to check it out. All right, so without further ado, I think we can start with the episode. And my music just stopped for some reason. Okay. There you go. So, who remembers what happened on the last episode?
Click, 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 click.
Oh, somebody has been called, like, Bolo would like to make some... No, just kidding. It's fine. I
can recall.
Go. Make me dream.
We had a mission to find Solomon in Cortesia, yeah. So we started our mission there, and we follow. I'm checking my notes because I'm trying to be correct on the gang that we were following.
I think we were looking for Solomon and Samir. That's what I remember.
Yeah, but Samir, yes, we found Samir pretty early. Even though I was always asking where was she, but we actually found her pretty good. So we were following the steps of John Doe, because we expected Solomon to be following him, if I'm not wrong.
No, okay, that's really what happened. But let's say that's what Bolo remembers. So yeah, basically what happened is that you went looking out for the trails because you had like an hint of where the Solomon hideout was. While I'm off to claim my daily rewards. Yes, please claim all your rewards. I don't know if there is drops, but without further ado. So yes, you went to this underground base. Underground, it was in the city, and you found out that the hideout of Solomon was completely damaged and was destroyed, and there was a fight in there. And while you were exploring there, you found out that Samir was also on the trail of Solomon, and together you cooperated. So you went to this place called the Viper's Chalice, and there you asked like a criminal gang boss, which was giving you information on how to reach Solomon. But turns out this was a trap, and you were aided by somebody called John Doe. That the only thing you know about this guy is that he's the most terrifying mercenary existing in the world, and you don't have to mess with him. And that this guy works for Juan Cortez Retamoso. So with the hint of John Doe, you managed to finally track down Solomon, and you found out that he was fighting against one of his old friends, Blackwire, which he thought he was dead, but in reality he was twisted by some kind of dark magic experiment that Solomon and Blackwire, when they were young, tried to stop and failed. The same energy turned out to be similar to the same power that had corrupted Yvette in the past 10 years. And during the confrontation, Yvette was stripped down of this terrible energy that she had inside her and was able to separate her persona from all these negative thoughts that she had. But once she did, some of that remained within her. And now she has to figure it out for herself what she wants to do for the future. After the event, you came back to the ship, you were picked up, and managed to also rescue Blackwire, which seemed to be also healed by this black magic, but he has not woken up yet. Since then, you spent a couple of days in the ship recovering from what happened. And this is where the story is going to start. We are going... Sorry, I don't know why Discord. The music stops. So this is where the story is going to start. We are going to stay in the ship and resume the events from a couple of days after the last episode. So, in the ship, everything seems to be normal. You are seeking out the next target for your adventure, and you decided that your next target would be Liana June and Reina Hay, the leaders of the Dragon Gang. So you saw that Reika was very busy searching out how to be in contact with them, because apparently, based on the information that you had, seems like that they disappeared, or like they were like working underground, so they made sure that they were not gonna be found or disturbed. So it was very hard for her to figure them out, and she still not found them yet. However, she is very confident that something will pop off, because Solomon and Samir, which also helped out with the investigation, realized that something big was gonna happen in Benitesia. So you set course there, hoping that maybe this big event, it was going to reconnect with what's gonna happen and what happened to Junhei. Now you're in the ship, and you're free to do whatever you want. So what do you guys do?
Well, what time is it actually right now?
Right now it's about 10 p.m.
It's so late. It's almost time to go to bed, I guess.
Yeah.
Then I will go where Samir and Solomon are.
Okay.
Because I want to talk with them. Since we have been aware that the 10 years have passed, like a couple of weeks ago in any case. So I still have a lot of questions for all my old friends. So once I reach them, I want to tell them, like, thank you for joining us. We now need all the fire force that we may get, and I knew we could count with you. But maybe, as you know, we have been disappeared for more than 10 years, and this has been a pretty shocking scenario to find. I'm not quite sure of everything that has happened to all of you, but I want to start understanding what's the situation. How has been the situation in Cortesia these last 10 years? What's how is the war going against the creatures from outside of the wall?
Solomon is adjusting his gun, so you see that his gun is currently disbandled, and he's also very focused on making sure that he's doing it as smoothly as possible. And you realize that he did it like thousands, millions of times, and it's not really, it seems that he doesn't pay attention to you, but he actually replies, and he listened at every word you just said. And he says, well, things in Cortesia never really change. This place has been damaged and destroyed by previous wars beforehand. Now, most recently, before the Argent, also against the Griffinwell. And even before, when they separated from the great, continent of nation, where Griffinwell and Cortesia were actually united in one single nation. And this is how things here have been. And what they do is always, they try to distract themselves. They live in chaos, they create chaos. Chaos is what makes this nation breathe, and the heart of the people that live here. And you would be surprised to learn that really almost nothing has changed, aside that now there is a lot of illegal weapons being developed based on Argent technology, which is more available right now. And we are very worried about that. because one of the biggest gangs in Cortesia, called the Tempest Force, which is one of the big three, is actually developing new weapons they say, to go against the Argent. But I know that there is something with Joseph Tempest, their leader, it's fishy, let's say. Call it my gut, you know? And yeah, and now that there is rumors of this big event gonna happen in Benitesia, I really hope they are not gonna be involved. But if it's them, well, I'd be damned, I would be worried. So we need to do something about it, because the Argent, yes, they have been drawn off for now, but they are still not using their entire force. Something is stopping them for coming in and stopping us with the entirety of their army. And seems like that something behind the curtain has been going on since the day you disappeared. I don't know what it is, but we need to discuss on what happened back there the day when you disappeared, because my gut tells me that it's something that you did that stopped them from actually completely running us over in the past 10 years.
Okay. Well, it's great to hear that even in the greatest catastrophes of the history in the world, that's not a big deal for someone who has been raised in Cortesia. So, yeah, we will manage.
It says, Solomon laughs and says, you would be surprised how much resilient we are in this world. The lands of Agatar are not for the weak. And if the monsters they want to fuck out, they will definitely find out.
They will. Good night.
All right. Well, guys, what are you gonna do in the meantime? Like Yvette, Lydia, do you wanna interact with something?
I only see Volo in the corridor, but I remain silent. I only look at him up and down, seriously.
Okay. At some point you hear like a big sound here near the control room, and then you hear Vael shout, fuck, shit, damn it, bring the extinguisher, bring the extinguisher. Damn it, oh my god, oh no, I have to start over all again. And then you overhear Winter like saying, I told you, this calibration would not work. And it was like, no, I knew it was gonna work. It's custom made. I did it. And she said, and you were wrong. And you see, they're trying to turn off like a small fire that was causing it. Likely you realize that the ship is not in danger, but they are working on fixing something right now.
From all this commotion, Lydia also gets out and looks around where it's coming from.
As you pass by Renzo, that is, taking out some boxes, is like, oh, they are always so noisy. How can somebody make just a good inventory in this ship of items when there is so much loud noise? And then he looks at you and he gives you a box made like of metal. It's not very heavy, and says, yeah, take this box, put it there, please.
Okay, I put it where he pointed it.
Pointed. And then he sits down and turns on a cigarette, and he looks at you and says, we need to do something about our inventory. We don't have enough good stock, and if we don't act very soon, we might have a problem very soon.
What do you mean? We don't have enough space, or?
Okay, we are lacking food, we are lacking resources, and unless you wanna start eating like canned food for the next week, I bet you wanna do something about it. Maybe, I don't know, find some dealer while you're on the streets, I don't know. Here we don't have I always get told that here we don't have the resources to do anything, because we need to check up on the people that we're looking on, But we always forget about our bellies. Our bellies are important. So get to work and find something else. I don't want to starve here.
Okay. So basically, as soon as we go out, we should look for food and drinks.
Yeah,
I
that's
see.
your task. And if you don't manage it, you're gonna be the first one to eat canned food. My word. And then it gets back to work.
Okay. Well, Lydia rather goes somewhere completely the opposite end of the ship to not hear all the commotion going around.
Okay.
Okay.
And then as you pass by here, you see Gramr that is playing his usual video games, and it doesn't really pay much attention to you. But you hear that is like, I lost again. This game is so hard. Fuck! And also I cannot download the cheat because we're losing all the resources. When are we gonna find these two dumb people? I'm so tired of waiting. Let's do something. You're gonna stop by or just pass through?
No, I think I'll pass through.
Okay.
On my way to the pilot,
yeah, in the pilot seat, you see Liz that is just coming out, and she nods at you and says, "Hey, Lydia, you doing good?"
I have trouble sleeping, but apart from that, I think all good.
Yeah, I'm beat. I need a coffee before it runs out. I don't want to have Renzo tell me again that we need to buy more resources. We will find. But first, coffee, and then she goes for coffee. And then
at 10 in the evening. Wow.
And then you are in the cockpit alone with Ginevra. That she seems to be focused on piloting. She says, "Hey, good girl, how are you doing?"
Yeah, I can't really sleep. Do you have anything against that? I don't know. Do you sleep?
Yeah, I'm a droid. Technically, we don't sleep. Well, at least we don't need to. We usually pretend because we want to recharge, or just because we get bored from doing tasks, or to avoid tasks specifically. But I could stay awake for days.
Tasks?
Of course, who would like to do tasks? After all, I used to be a pop star. You know how much tasks I had to do? I had to go there, attend meeting, make interviews, and then sign papers. And now I just chill around here and pilot a ship. How good is that?
What kind of pop star have you been?
I mean, have you never heard of Kat, the giant pop star? Come on, you've been in one of my concerts before.
Yes, but it was, it wasn't the best time for me. Do you remember, I was switching with Marcus a lot?
Okay, and then she gives you a picture, and she pops it off on the screen, and it's a picture of her when she was a pop star. And she's like, "See, I used to wear a lot of fancy clothes and make a lot of concerts and stuff. But then after I realized that Gavron was using me just to make money to finance the White Crows, I decided to get separated and to not cooperate with him. Problem is that I realized afterwards that he had 1,000 clones of me. Some of were used like assassin droids, some of them were used... Well, I know that some of them actually ran away. One of my clones also is going outside and doing adventures, and I decided to just speak out my name, and then I don't want to do that life anymore. One of my clones is actually Kate now, and she's still making concerts. I heard that she might be in Benitez, though. I wonder what she's gonna do there.
Well, there's one thing bad about you switching to piloting. You're not wearing this outfit anymore. That would be a sight.
You call it a curse, but yeah, I call it the best thing in the world. See? I'm not wearing anything almost, and I'm super comfortable. So, maybe you should do that too. And she looks at you from top to bottom and doesn't say anything.
Well, maybe that would be comfortable, but it would look a bit weird, I think, if someone comes in here. With both of us wearing almost nothing.
Well, aside from a camera that seems to be always on, there is a very tight door over here. So if we might disable the camera, nobody would know. But we have a work to do now, and I have time to get lazy. So if you'd like to be a dear and close the door when you leave, please.
Yeah, I think I try to sleep again.
You leave the room, and Yvette, would you like to do something in the meantime before we move on?
No, it's okay. Yvette is not sleeping too nice, so.
Okay. And before you reach out to your room, so you manage to reach out to the control room maximum, you hear an alarm and an announcement coming out from Reagan. She says, hey, we found something. Let's go back to the main album now. Become the Dragon, first song. Join the tournament. Finally! So this is what they were on. And she calls all of you in the control room. What do you do? Liz comes in with a coffee in hand.
I go inside.
What? What the hell? And then Reka says, what the hell is this shit? Volo, what do you do? Do you also join in or you stay there?
Yeah, I will also join.
Okay.
From behind.
And she says, I can't believe this. So this is what they were on about? What? And then she looks at you and says, look at that. And then a video starts like on the screen in the room. And you see this man popping off. It says basically a TV as a head. And he's dressed like as an announcer. And he says, hello there! This is Jack G, your favorite radio speaker. And I'm coming in to announce the biggest event that is going to be ever being held in the whole history of Cortesia. Today, only for tonight, you will have the chance to join a tournament hosted by the Dragon Gang and our great Lord Juan Cortez, where you can win a prize and get one seat on the Council of the Gangs.
I immediately look at Liz. Like, what?
And this is like, you realize that Liz is enjoying this so much. You know that you, in the brief time that you've been there, right, and you know that she's super competitive, like that she loves this kind of shit. And the announcer continues and says, so everybody, you are a state gang, you are a one-person gang, you are somebody from another nation, we don't give a fuck. You can join and then win the seat in Cortesia style. Oh. And I always, of course, we have also a big prize over there. And then it shows like a box. And this box is some kind of golden safe that for some reason is not here in my assets. 1 second. It's some kind of golden engraved safe that basically has the Dragon Gang logo on it. And then you realize that this is something that is seems to be like extremely valuable. And continues saying, whatever is inside this safe is the last treasure of the gangster, the true and one Junhei, the creator of the Dragon Gang, brought to us by his daughters June, Liana, and Reina Hay, which decided to put this in charge for the tournament. And of course, they intend to win it back, and they intend to win the seat, but who knows? Any one of you could get this amazing prize. Just remember, it's biometrically locked. virtually indestructible. So do not kill Junhei, or well, you might not be able to open this shit up, but you still win the seat up. So be aware. And now let's get on with the tournament and begin. And then you see that there is a billboard that pops in already, and is sharing it. And the tournament, to your surprise, is starting right now, literally in this instant. And then it's like a lot of gangs that are fighting in different districts of the street. You notice that there is a lot of people moving on and like fighting and battling, but some of the gangs are standing out more than the others. And of course, the Dragon Gang is already ahead, getting a lot of points. For you guys, and then he continues and says, for you guys that you don't know the rules of the first stage are simple. Just drop into the town, kick most people asses than you can, and gain points so you can advance to the second stage. You think you're up to the task? We are waiting for you in Benitezia right now. And then it drops off. You can do.
Wow.
Oh, what the fuck?
The marketing.
Some way of invitation.
Yeah, we don't have a choice here. We have to go now to Cortesia.
Liz is silent for like 20 seconds, and she's like, what are we waiting for? Put us there immediately! We need to win the shit! And this is our chance to get close to Junhei. So let's not fuck it up, people. Let's go! And then she goes in to the dropping off point of the ship. And Renzo says, yes, but don't forget the resources in the coffee. She's like, shut up, we'll do that later. Just prepares to drop off. And Solomon and Samir say, okay, we will prepare and join you two as well in due time. We have some small investigation to do that might help you out for this. So, you can count on our help. What do you guys do? Do you prepare for dropping off as well?
Yes, please, I come with you.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the ship it's very fast. So you manage to fly above the streets of Benitezia very, very fast, right? And before you drop in, Reika comes in and says, here, use this. And she gives you like some kind of a small visor that connects us through lenses with your eyes. And then basically what it does, it is applies some HUD to your retinas, so you can see extra information. Liz takes it. What do you guys do? You wanna use it? Or you prefer not to use it? Okay.
It's really cool.
Okay.
I want one.
Yes, okay, so this way we can track what the hell is going on with this tournament. I will give you intel as we go. Now, let's drop off. We have like one sector where there is, I see a lot of gang fighting. It's called Sector 14. So, I will choose a landing point, and then we get there, and then we start kicking some ass, and then we decide what to do. And she says, okay, dropping off in 3, 2, 1. Switch song, set up a demolition. Okay,
I
the
would
ship.
like to ask her like one thing to check in the surrounding area, not for now, but for later, if there are any places where we could get supplies like food and drinks, just so that we have that on the list from the list, so she can maybe look around for that.
To what you're asking, sorry?
If in the area around would be some place where we could get some supplies.
Which character are you asking?
I'm sorry, I'm not very good with names. The one who is connected to us on the radio, who is looking for.
Okay, so you're asking to Reika. Okay, and she says, Reika, yes, it's an urban center, but for now our priority is to get points. We cannot fall behind. I see that the billboard is moving way too fast, and we still have 0 points.
We just Just keep in mind that afterwards we want to go there, then you can let us know where to go afterwards.
Gotcha. Okay, our scope, as I can see right now, is to get at least